All right, I think after walking around the whole apartment, I found, oh no, I'm losing it. I thought I found the best lighting, but we're here. Hello guys, and welcome to day 2 of the 12 days of Vlogmas. I am filming this like right before Thanksgiving, and since we are planning, well, I am planning to decorate the whole apartment for Christmas like right after Thanksgiving, I thought now would probably be the perfect time to do an updated apartment tour. So I think the last thing that I showed you guys here on the vlog channel was the updates to the office right over here. So I'll throw that up in the cards if you missed it. That was the last big project we did, and we did a couple of like medium-ish projects, but now basically everything big is done. We're not really going to be doing anything. We're not going to be buying any new furniture or anything until we move. And we're not planning to move anytime soon. I mean, we'd like to buy a house at some point, but in this market, it's going to be a while. So I'm going to give you guys a full apartment tour. It's furnished. Everything's done. We're super duper cozy. So let me go ahead and get started at the front of the apartment. Also, if you missed the first day of Vlogmas, I look beautiful. If you missed the first day of Vlogmas, I'll throw it up in the cards. Thanks. Whee! And also don't forget to subscribe. I'm trying to do more here on the vlog channel now that life calmed down a bit. Alright, we live on the second floor of our townhouse, and we have baby gate. I don't know if we had this kind of semi-permanent one put in, but ever since Rex got hurt, we've been a lot more careful about letting him go up and down the stairs, so now we have this, and it's black and matches everything. To the left is our entryway, so over here we have just kind of a peg hole thing that holds our keys, some tissues, some baby wipes, some masks, some hand sanitizer, the works. And then this fan actually works, I'll show you later on in the apartment, but to circulate air into the kitchen, especially when it's really, really hot, this fan works really nicely. So this is actually where we had one of our most recent projects. We did the shoe rack. So before we had like this kind of open shoe rack that was messy. Like it looked messy. I cleaned it. It would never look clean. So we got this white shoe rack off of Amazon. It's not really the one I wanted. I really wanted the ones from IKEA, but they like discontinued a few of them and they were never in stock. So we purchased this one. It was actually a little difficult to put together. Finished, it looks beautiful because we wanted to get white to match this thing that we actually did get from IKEA when we first moved in. But I don't know if I could recommend it because it took a while to build. But I mean, finished, it looks pretty nice and it fit the dimensions of what we needed in this space. So we have this kind of wardrobe here. First at the top we have baskets that have all of our scarves and all of our hats and gloves. Down here we have our shopping bags because New Jersey now doesn't do any plastic bags or paper bags either anymore, so you have to have your reusable bags whenever you go grocery shopping. I've got my purse, and I've got my 2 jackets, my winter coat and my rain jacket. And then down here we have a little IKEA tray that we use for shoes. And then we also replaced this mat. We used to have a cheapy rug from IKEA, but it was so hard to clean, so we literally just picked up one of these like mats you would put down at a gym from Home Depot, and it works nicely and it's super easy to clean just here in the entryway. So we finished this project a couple weeks ago, and we never really rearranged the stuff that was hanging over here. We moved Rex's kind of vest over there, but we never fixed this. So I think I'm gonna move this kind of over that way, maybe put up an actual picture. We're getting our wedding photos back soon, so that might be cute to hang up there. But for now, this is what we have. The shoe rack actually holds a decent amount of shoes. So I've got the kind of first 2 to myself mostly. I got all of my like nice shoes, my high heels, my flip-flops down there, and then Alvin has gigantic feet, so his shoes and some of my like Uggs are down at the bottom. And then we have our 2 recycling bins, and then we have a storage closet. I shoved a bunch of stuff in there to film this, so I'll throw in a clip here from another day showing you how that's organized. So I'm really happy with how this closet turned out. I've got extra soda over here. Hung up on the wall are all of my little purses. And they all have like smaller bags within them because I like purses. Over here we have a carpet cleaner. Over here are some random sticks and maybe some swords. And also our Swiffers are hung up on the side. Up here we have a box completely full of bags. And over here we have all of our Dyson attachments. We have toilet paper, laundry stuff. This is all laundry stuff. All of our coats and hoodies. And then these are all cleaning supplies, towels, etc. But this is actually 2 former shoe racks just zip tied together, and like they fit perfectly and they work so well. I'm so proud of this closet. Moving over, there really isn't a rhyme or reason to Alvin's kind of corner of the living room. It's all his tools, all of his like raw materials, kind of all of his stuff that he would normally put into a workshop if he had a workshop, but we don't because we live in a little 1-bedroom apartment. So everything's over here. So he's got glue, he's got tools, he's got tackle boxes, he's got like Rex's grooming supplies right there. We got a lot of tape, hot glue guns, you know, everything. So he has that whole bookshelf right there. He's got a bunch of notepads and newspapers and stuff for supplies right there. He's got another full toolbox right here, and I just try to ignore kind of the mess, but all his current projects, see, he tries to organize it a little bit. All his current projects are kind of just on top of here. And then down here we have Rex's buttons. He uses them occasionally, but usually they're for us to talk to him because he actually pays attention when we use the buttons. And then over here we have our couch, which is actually, it used to be our bed when we first moved in. It was a queen size futon. We kept the frame and we kept the mattress and we just turned it into our couch because this living room space, the way we have it set up, there isn't really enough room for like a full couch, and we really don't hang out here too often. We usually watch TV on the bed and hang out in the office. So we have this, we have all of our Halloween decorations still up, except for Lord Deathman. He got his Christmas decorations early. So he's gonna stay dressed like that until the New Year's. Right in front of the entryway, we have a lamp, and then this is Rex's kind of food station. He's got his water, he's got his food bowl, he's got his little mat. This is an extra gate we use to close off the kitchen when we're eating dinner because Rex, I don't know why, but he likes to pee on my rugs in there. So at nighttime and whenever we're not watching him, we put the gate down so he can't get in there. And then over here we have our Dyson. To finish out the living room, we have our room divider, this lovely, like, gigantic bookshelf. So everything up on the top is kind of memorabilia, some of our favorite pieces of decor. Alvin got this mask last Halloween. I have my Hannibal Lecter books. I got the jacket I got from Hell's Kitchen. Lots of skulls. Beautiful. A couple getting engaged. All of our favorite things. And then here we have books. I debated going through all the books here, but I've been getting requests to do an updated bookshelf tour where I actually go in like shelf by shelf, book by book, and show you everything. So I might do that in the new year. So let me know if you guys want to see that down below. And then down here in the bottom, we have a lot of boxes, and that's all clothes storage. All of our clothes are down there. And last but not least, over here I have our photo albums, and then we have Rex's stuff. So he's got some cookies, he's got his food, his greenies, and then down here he's got his pee pads and all of his extra accoutrement. And I do have a video showing how we did Alvin's corner over here and also this whole divider, so I'll throw that up in the cards. From the living room, we go through this little entryway to the bedroom. So we did upgrade about a year ago to a king-size bed. We got a taller bed frame so that we could fit storage underneath and also leave room for Rex because Rex loves hanging out under the bed. We added some, I believe it's called spooky fabric from Spirit Halloween just to frame the wall because it looked really empty to me and I wanted something there, and it could be draped a little bit better, but I do like having something there. I have all of my vitamins, medications, supplements, and books on my bedside table, and Alvin has all of his electronics. And then we have a TV tray table, so for dinner we eat on the bed most nights, so he'll bring out his TV tray table, and then I have this bed top table that I like to use. So over on this side of the room, we have our entertainment station. So we have a big TV. It's hooked up to Alvin's laptop. We have all of our cute kind of relationship memorabilia. So over here we have the bouquet from our wedding, a couple of things from our wedding, and then a photo from a couple of years ago. We went to a friend's wedding. Some family keepsakes, and then this doubles as Alvin's desk. So he's got all of his like pens and notebooks and pencils over here. And then over here we have some DVDs, some games, our router, our Kindle, Alvin's reading One Piece, and then the laptop. Over here we have our humidifier along with our Alexa Home. That's been one of the best things we've gotten to hook up everything in the apartment. We have all these smart bulbs. I might throw in some clips of how the lights look at night because it can get super duper cozy, and I love that we got the bulbs that we can hook up to the Alexa. So we have that right here, and then down here is kind of our blanket storage and then also our manga shelf. Normally all of our blankets would fit in that one cubby and the rest would be for manga, but my grandmother found this Christmas corgi blanket and we had to get it. So we have the Christmas corgi. This is going to go on the couch after Thanksgiving for the Christmas decorations. And then just a quick look at our manga. Also, the calyx units that we have here as the room divider are thick enough that they are double-sided for books. So we also have books and candles and storage and an ouch pouch on this side. Also, before I forget, I'll mention we left our string lights hung up throughout the year. We hung them up last Christmas and we thought we would only leave them up through daylight savings, but we ended up loving them so much, especially because we can change the colors to pretty much whatever we want and we really like them. So we left them up and they still work really nicely. They connect to the Alexa. We just really like them. Coming into the office, this is probably the room that's changed the least since the last video that we did. So this half of the room is for my day job. This half of the room is for my day job. I work 9 to 5. I work completely from home now after COVID. Before COVID, I used to work hybrid. I would go into the office 4 days a week and work from home 1 day a week. So I have my work laptop. I've got both my monitors, my keyboard. I've got my notebooks, pens, pencils, whiteboard markers, a little bit of decoration behind me. I actually am going to swap these out. This is my Kaplan certification. I just have it like in a sheet protector hung up because these walls aren't really the greatest. But I just ordered frames because I want to put this in a frame. And then this one was just the certification that I finished the course. So I actually want to replace this with a wedding photo, now that we've got our wedding photos coming back. And then I've got some wedding cards hung up that we've received from friends and family. Over here, I have nowhere else to put our wrapping paper for the season, so it's just staying there. And then we'll probably put it under the bed for storage. And then I did buy a new lamp. This lamp is really cute and it looks nice behind me because you can see like this behind me when I'm working. So I got that cute lamp. I've got a little pumpkin for fall decor and then a little candle. And that's what it looks like when it's on. It's like super cozy, super cute, and it's like the perfect size too. I didn't want anything too big for that space. Now, another thing I'm super duper proud of is my Phantom of the Opera shelf. I have all of my playbills from every time I've seen it. I've got my music box, my little teddy, the mask. I actually supported the Wait in the Wings Kickstarter, so that is a bead from the original Broadway chandelier. I'm so happy to have that. And this just looks so nice. I love it. It makes me so happy whenever I look at it. And then down here, I just have a bunch of office supplies, books for work, and then down here, I've got like mailing labels, envelopes, cards, that kind of stuff. Over here for the door, I've got this old weekly planner I used to use for work. I don't use it for work anymore, but I like it. I don't want to get rid of it, but I don't know what to use it for. So I've got that. I've got this cute little skull container with a giant axe. And then I've got some of these cute snow globes. And I had nowhere else to put them for now, so they're here. We have the door to the office, and behind the door, I've actually got extra storage. So this holds like my Dyson blow dryer. I've got curling irons in there, but hopefully when I do get my air wrap will go there. And then I've got like hair accessories back here for storage. And then I keep the walking pad behind the door. And then on the hook, I have the cord for the walking pad and the remote. And it fits back there super nicely. And I can still open the door pretty wide because I do keep the door open 90% of the time. For this side of the room, not much has really changed since we've gotten the last IKEA Alex drawer set. I've rearranged a lot within the drawers, and I feel like I'm going to do a video after the new year on the main channel showing you now how I keep everything organized. But for now, it looks pretty much the same. I reorganized a couple of books and like decorations on the actual shelf back here, but everything else has stayed pretty much the same. I'm really happy with this. This feels super cozy. I love this as the background for my main channel videos. I love that underneath here I still have a bunch of storage. So I got a bunch of baskets down there for storage, and I can hide it away with this nice tablecloth. And I love these lights. They're also color changing, and I can actually change and like set my own designs, which is super fun. Like I love having these on, and I use these every night. So I do have a whole video showing you guys how after we got COVID and our closet collapsed, how we did kind of the edges. So I show you organizing my side of the closet with the organizer we bought from Amazon. And then I show you Alvin creating, he actually built this from scratch, his side of the closet. But in the middle, it was still kind of up in the air. We didn't know how things were going to be organized, but now it's all final. So I wanted to show you guys. We've got our hamper right here. Down here, I have my little elliptical stair stepper that I love. I went through another elliptical that was a little bit bigger and it wasn't as good. This one I really like, and I'll have it linked on my Amazon storefront if you're interested. Then we have our suitcases. So we have a couple of base suitcases and they're all kind of nesting dolled within each other. So they are all right there. That should be in the bag, but it's not. I've got a yoga block and I've got a yoga like circle that I can use for stretching. And then hung up on the wall, I have another hamper for towels. Since this hamper, honestly, it was a lot smaller than we thought it was going to be, so towels wouldn't fit with our clothes as well. So I found another hamper, and I actually like the way that that turned out better. So I can keep the towels separate and not have to, you know, keep them all together. And I like that this is a mesh one so that if anything in there is damp, it can dry out. And then over here, I have my Blogilates workout gear. I absolutely love Cassie. I love Blogilates, and I like that I can have a space to store and also kind of show off my gear. So I have a little bag right here. I've got a yoga strap. I've got some booty bands. I've got these stretchy bands. I have a yoga mat holder right there with a yoga mat in it. And I do have a separate yoga mat. I actually got this one from Killstar. It's actually really nice. So that's kind of my everyday yoga mat that I've been using for working out. And so it's just kind of right there against the back. It took a while, but I'm really happy with how the closets came out. And then when you open this side, not much has changed. You still have all my clothes. It looks like a black hole because most of my clothes are black. And then up here we have storage. This is all of our like Christmas decoration, fall decoration, seasonal decor. I'll show you guys the bathroom real quick. I don't think a whole lot has changed in here. I hung up some shelves just for extra storage on our vanity. Hello. Got my skincare shelf, got some sunscreen, got some teeth whitening strips, face masks, all that fun stuff. Over here, I've got some skin oil, I got Bioderma, I've got my toner. I'm trying to put my samples out front and center so I actually use them. So I've got samples over here, Q-tips, some scrunchies, and then I like using reusable cotton rounds instead of the disposable ones, so I just keep those right there. Got some lotion, got some face wash, our toothbrushes and our toothpaste for me, Alvin, and Rex. We got our water picks and our toothbrushes, and then we're getting old, we're achy, so we've got Biofreeze and some CBD lotion, and then I keep a couple of perfumes from Dossier up here. And you know, normally you're not supposed to keep perfume in the bathroom, but since I can go through these really quickly if I use them every day, I don't mind keeping them in the bathroom. And of course, over here, I have a little stand where I keep kind of the rest of my like hair care and skincare backups and stuff, because we don't really have a whole lot of like bathroom storage. So up here is all hair care. So I've got a bunch of dry shampoos I'm testing out. I got some hair oils. I got a scalp oil. And then these are all heat protectants. Down here is all skincare. So I have a lot of backups. I've got moisturizer, sunscreen, toner, serums, and that's all skincare. Down here, I have more hair care. This is more so like curly, and then a couple of backups back there. And then I got the dry shampoo from Lush and some hair masks. Ooh, that's dusty. And last but not least, down here, I just have some hair gels and some backups of my shampoo and the curly leave-in styling treatment from Love Your Curls. Rex is pee pad trained, so we keep pee pads down for him in case he needs them, because he is older. He can't always hold it until we can bring him downstairs. So these are actually activated charcoal pee pads from Amazon. A, they make it smell not as bad, but B, they match the rest of my decor. And I will say I am a little bit shallow, and I did mainly get these because they were black and I did not like the bright blue ones. Yeah, I've got my black shower curtain, and then we've got some towels over there for storage. I got bath bombs kind of up there on the top. And that's it for the bathroom. I will say I don't like this lighting as much. What I do is use these O bulbs from Olight, and it makes the lighting so much like cozier. So when I'm doing skincare at night, I use these lights and it feels so cozy and warm and very, very nice. So those are what I tend to use. Last but not least, I believe the last room to talk about is the kitchen, and this actually has a little bit of an update. All right, kitchen time. So over here we have a closet with our washer dryer. Nothing there has really changed. Over here we have our stove. I did swap out what was hanging up over here. I hung up the tongs because I bought more tongs and I use those quite often. So those are there. We've got our sesame oil and our soy sauce, along with some utensils. Over here we have our safflower oil, olive oil, and avocado oil. And then these used to be hanging up over there. I moved the dough whisk and the fish spatula over here. Got our drying rack, and it's real life. There are dishes in the kitchen. Apologies for the mess, but they are soaking. And then we've got our cleaners hung up and our Lysol wipes and stuff. I don't want to open up every cabinet and show you every cabinet, but I'm very proud of my spice cabinet. Look at how pretty my spice cabinet is. Don't you love that? Look at all these spices. I do cook every day, so these do get used very often. And then over here we have some pantry items. I got soda and vinegar and stuff on the bottom. A lot of our cooking oils, fish oil, vinegar, stuff down there. And then in the very back, I've got a lot of salt and pepper that we can use to refill the grinders. Up here, oh, let me put on the light. Those lights are so useful. So I did pick up some Oreos for the first time in like forever because I've been craving cookies and it's the holidays. I want some cookies. I have some nori over here. We bought a lot of mac and cheese because we watched a video about mac and cheese on YouTube and we were craving it. So we got a bunch there. I got granola hidden back there. And then this is our Lazy Susan of hot sauces and a random Chick-fil-A sauce. But we do like hot sauce. I like collecting it now. And they all fit back there perfectly. Up here, just more pantry staples, a lot of canned goods. I got a lot of beans. Actually, I gotta pull out beans for dinner. We're gonna make some black beans. All right. I got some stuff from muffins. I got the cake mix we're gonna make for our birthdays in a couple of weeks. I'll film that for Vlogmas too. Some PB2, we got some speculoos from Trader Joe's, and that's about it. I have a couple of new additions to the front of the fridge. We've got our calendar that I love. I love the design of this. I printed out this little temperature thermometer guide just because I was sick of Googling it every time I was cooking. And then we've got our instant read thermometer. This has been one of the best things ever. It is so much nicer than our cheapy thermometer. And then I've got some troubleshooting things I found online. And then Alvin likes to eat the same 5 things for breakfast, so we put them there to remind me of when we should be doing each. And then down here we have our meal plan menu, which is kind of a hot mess because we're about to start HelloFresh because Alvin, after Thanksgiving, is working 2 full weeks of overtime. So we're not gonna have time to really do shopping or much of anything, so we're doing HelloFresh. So I kind of got a mishmash here until Thanksgiving. And then we have our little board for our shopping list, and this has been super nice. So the only thing we need right now is almond milk, and he's bringing that home after work today. This has been one of the best things we've ever bought. I've used this thing every single day. I can bake bread in it. It's big enough to fit a full pizza. It's big enough to fit muffin tins. I can literally, like, since we've gotten this, I've barely used the big oven. This has been so nice. And even though I'd lost counter space, we're able to make up for it with the other shelves in here. So this has been incredible. And then over here, I rearranged a little bit in these baker's shelves. So down here we have most of our bulk food storage, and it's kind of a mess because Thanksgiving. So I had to buy a few things for Thanksgiving. So those are just kind of thrown in here until the end of the week. I moved the baskets over here. So we've got our potato basket, our fruit basket. We did hang up the knives. I did not like the knife block that we had before. It was cracked and it took up counter space and it was annoying. So we hung this one up and it's been so much nicer. So all of our knives are right there. We have our paper towels, and then we've got our measuring spoons and cups right there. And then up here, again, we did just do a big shopping trip in preparation for those 2 weeks. And these are all of like our cereals and our snacks and our little, yeah, snacks essentially, and a bunch of ramen noodles. Down here I have what's left of the Halloween candy. We're slowly making our way through. And then these cookie mixes that I think I'm gonna make later today. I've been really craving a sugar cookie, so I found this mix at Target. I'm gonna be baking some sugar cookies. But this is the newest addition to the kitchen that I am super excited for. I always wanted a bar cart, but I knew like we had no room in the apartment for like a traditional bar cart. But Alvin measured and found this. And how cute is this? This is a little mini bar cart. So down here we have our nice decanters with our favorite whiskeys. Up here I've got some sugar, some bitters, I believe that is vodka, and our mixer. And then up here I gotta find another organizer that works better in here, but we've got a bunch of like pour spouts and our bottle openers and the jiggers for measuring and our coasters. But this makes me so happy, and we definitely needed the extra storage considering that thing takes up a whole lot of storage. We'll get there in a second. But this just makes me so happy. It looks so cute, it matches, and it like fits perfectly. So I got my bar cart. And then it just rolls right back in there. Really? Like, yeah, it's like perfect. And it's nice having the extra counter space to also put stuff on. So over on this baking rack, we have our appliances on the top. So this is a Ninja juicer. This is a rice maker. We have, what's it called? A mocha pot. Thank you. And then we just recently upgraded to a nice Ninja blender from the NutriBullet that we were using. And I really like it. So we've got that over here. We've got all of our coffee mugs. I bought a couple more square pans when we were at H Mart the other week. And then this bad boy. So previously, we've just been using filtered water in our humidifier, which isn't the best. You're supposed to use distilled water, but it's expensive to buy distilled water. So we bought this water distiller on Amazon, and we did not think it would be this big. We thought we were buying something more along that size. But no, it's huge. I really like it though, because it can distill a lot of water at once. Like 1.5 of these completely fills the humidifier, and that can go for about 24 hours. The downside is that it takes up this whole counter. But it works, and honestly, the distilled water in the humidifier has been better, just overall. It's less messy, it's easier to clean every week, and I think it's just probably better for us to be, you know, breathing in better, you know, distilled water and not just filtered water. So anyway, this is going to be here until we put away the humidifier for the season. And then over here, just tucked away in the corner, we have all the coquito supplies. Normally, I would just try to like put these in containers on the bar cart, but since it's coquito season, we're making coquito. I believe I'm going to show that in another one of the vlogs for Vlogmas, so make sure you're subscribed if you want to check out my family's coquito recipe. And last but not least, over here, we have our coffee station. I love this thing. It is so cute. We have room down here for Alvin's bento box supplies. We have drinks. We have all my cookbooks. In here, we just have extra storage for like extra coffee, containers, other kitchen supplies. Up here, we have our gooseneck, and then our Ninja 2-in-1 coffee maker. And up here, we have all of our like teas. I have my Bloom. This is matcha powder from Trader Joe's. This is instant coffee. And then we have our Cafe Butelo container that actually carries the Death Wish coffee instead. But I really like the Butelo containers. They're really nice. And that is it for the kitchen, bringing us back to the front of the apartment. So that is it for the apartment tour. Let me know what you guys thought down below, and make sure you subscribe if you haven't already and hit that bell icon so you're notified whenever a new 12 days of Vlogmas video goes live. Thank you guys for watching, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye. He's sleeping. Little sleepy baby. Ooh.